Alright, in this video, we're going to take a look at the SMGs and the shotguns. So as always, you can hover over each weapon and see the statistics to the right. But we're going to go over the recoil and some of the strengths and benefits for each weapon. So starting with the Stinger, it's the least expensive and entry-level SMG. And if you'll notice on the right-hand side, you'll see that the fire rate is 18 rounds a second. And then if we go below that to the other SMG, the Spectre, it does a faster fire rate. So the Stinger, although it does less damage, it shoots faster. So we got to keep that in mind. And one of the weaknesses of this weapon is that the recoil is not very reliable at distance. So let's go ahead and shoot some bullets here. I'm going to just hold mouse 1 and we'll see the full recoil. So as you can see, the bullet spread way too large to rely on accurately. But what we can do for medium longer ranges is we can shoot little bursts. So at long range, definitely do not want to try to engage by holding mouse 1. That recoil is just ridiculous and can't control it with any accuracy. So what you can do is you shoot 1 or 2 bullet bursts. So you take one little taps here, little mini bursts, 1 or 2 bullets, and the first 2 bullets for pretty much any weapon are going to be accurate as long as you're not moving. So, but at worst case scenario, you can shoot the weapon at distance, but where this weapon excels is close range because of the rate of fire, and also, again, the accuracy of the recoil is just ridiculous. So you can eliminate that recoil spread by being closer. So let me go ahead and just sit here, and then I'll hold down mouse 1, and that's a reliable pattern that we can accurately shoot a bot at or an enemy. If a bot's here, we can go ahead and just aim at the head and do full shots and know that all those bullets are pretty much going to hit them as long as we're not moving too much and as long as we're not letting the recoil fly too much in the air like that. There's going to be some compensation we have to drag down. And the last thing I want to mention about the Stinger is that you can right click. So you can ADS here, and when you ADS with any of the weapons that allow you to ADS, your recoil is a little bit better, so it doesn't spread as much. However, it does decrease your rate of fire of shooting your ammo. So keep that in mind. Moving on to the Stinger's bigger brother, the Spectre. So we'll go ahead and purchase it. So it does a little bit more damage. It's a little bit more accurate. And it does have a silencer on it. So your position will be concealed a little bit more as it makes less noise. So let's go ahead and just shoot the full recoil and see what it looks like. So like most weapons, the first few bullets are pretty accurate, and then as it extends into the clip or magazine, the bullets kick up and then you have to do some adjustment. So again, this weapon is a little bit more accurate long range, so there won't be as much recoil control. You don't have to drag the crosshair down to compensate. And same thing, you get an ADS feature, but with this weapon, you can actually shoot fully automatic. Moving on to the entry-level shotgun, the Bucky, and I think this is one of the most underrated weapons because it has that one-shot, one-kill ability if you know how to use the mouse 1 and mouse 2 feature, which I'll explain a little bit, but also for $900. If you play the angles right and you can get in these close quarter engagements, use some of your abilities to get close to your opponents, then you can upgrade big time from a Bucky to a higher, more valuable weapon. So let's go ahead and click mouse 1 and show the basic fire. So with the shotgun, you're going to see a spread, of course, and as I get closer, that spread is more compact, and the further away I get, it's just a ridiculous spread. So in order to combat or get engagements from medium to farther range, you can use the mouse 2, and what it does is compacts those spreads for you. So if I'm back here, if I click mouse 2, so that's going to be a range I can't really rely upon. But if I get a little bit closer, hit mouse 2, even more closer, the spread is really compact. And that's something I can rely upon. So knowing this range of being able to use mouse 2 is going to be crucial. And what you're going to notice too, let me use mouse 2 on a bot that's super close. And actually what it does is prevents me from using mouse 2 at all times. So if I'm too close to the bot and I use mouse 2, it does less damage. So it's about knowing when to use mouse 1 and mouse 2 depending on how far you are away from the bot. So if you're kind of in this kind of close middle range, 5-10 footsteps away, you can go ahead and use mouse 1. but anyone medium to far range like this, you can go ahead and use mouse 2. Another cool feature about the shotgun is that you can shoot it accurately or semi-accurately while you're in air. So let me just jump off this bench and mouse 1 this bot. As you can see, I can take out this bot. So some characters where you're like Jet, where you're up in the air and you can float, or maybe you're Omen and you just want to relocate off like a crate or something, you can utilize this accuracy while in midair. And one last thing I want to mention about this shotgun is I didn't show you the rate of fire with it earlier, so let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to shoot mouse 1 or click mouse 1 and shoot my bullets as fast as I can and see how fast these shells shoot. So mouse 1, I'm just spamming it, and this is the fastest I can shoot. So that's the timing you need to be aware of if you just want to get as many clips off or as many shotgun shells as possible. And rounding out the shotguns is the Judge, and this is going to be $600 more than the Bucky, so we'll go ahead and purchase it. And this particular shotgun doesn't have a mouse 2, so it's all mouse 1. And the strength of the Bucky is that you can shoot the shotgun shells a lot faster than the Bucky. So let's go ahead and hit mouse 1 and we'll see the rate of fire. And yeah, you can see it's probably 2 times faster, close to 3 times faster than the Bucky. So if I'm sitting close range here and opponent's close range, I can go and turn the corner and just hold down mouse 1 and I can do a lot of damage like that. Just like the Bucky, you want to try to find the range where you can rely on this spread. So something like this is pretty reliable. If I'm a little bit further away, well, actually that's pretty decent. If I'm further back here, then as you can see, the spread starts to get a little bit unreliable. So it's kind of knowing that range and trying to engage where you know that bullet spread is somewhere where your crosshair is going to be. And just like the Bucky, the shotgun is also semi-accurately while jumping. So we'll go ahead and test it out on this bot.